Okay, August 6th from Edward to Uncle Morton. Attachment, our very own flamethrower. Dear Uncle Morton, I'm sorry I haven't replied more quickly to tell you what happened, but I've been too busy feeding the dragon all the chocolate in the house and then going to the store to get some more. The dragon is a changed beast. Mom says he's been behaving like a little angel, and he has. He stopped stealing food, he poops on the grass. He doesn't even sit on the sofa anymore. Well, actually, that's not quite true, but he gets off as soon as he's told. Tonight we had a barbecue in our backyard. Your dragon lit the grill. Then he ate 6 hot dogs, 3 hamburgers, and 9 ears of corn. Luckily, Mom had just been to the supermarket, so there was enough for us too. Now your dragon is lying on the floor looking up at me with his big eyes. I know I shouldn't give him any more chocolate, but I'm just going to give him one more piece, and then it's time for bed. Eddie. Okay, so then Eddie sent him another email, this time with 2 attachments, story time and Emily's new best friend. Dear Uncle Morton, I thought you might like to know your dragon has now eaten 12 bars of milk chocolate, 14 bars of dark chocolate, 6 Twix bars, 1 Crunch bar, and 23 boxes of malted milk balls. The man at the store is starting to look at me in a funny way. I thought Mom would mind buying so much candy, but she said, if he's happy, then I'm happy. And he is very. Even Emily has forgiven him. She seems to have forgotten all about Jemima. I think she'd like to have your dragon as a pet instead. She's even started calling him Cupcake. I've told her several times that Cupcake isn't a suitable name for a dragon, but she doesn't seem to care. Does he actually have a name? If he doesn't, I would suggest Desolation or Fire Breath or something like that, but not Cupcake. I hope you're enjoying the last few hours of your vacation and managing to get in a last swim in some sunshine. It's raining here. See you tomorrow. Don't miss your flight. Love, Eddie. And so Uncle Morton replied back to him with an attachment of his hotel and some food called Les Fruits de Mer d'Enfance, which is seafood. Hi, Eddie. Very glad to hear that my tip about chocolate did the trick. It always does with dragons, even the biggest of them. I remember hiking through the mountains of outer Mongolia with a backpack almost entirely stuffed with candy bars. Even without it, I wouldn't be here today. I fed it to the biggest dragon that I've ever seen in my life, a bad-tempered one with teeth as big as my hands and terrible breath. I'll tell you the whole story when I see you, but I don't have time now. I've got to be quick. I'm in the airport and my flight leaves any minute. But I wanted to write to you and say that I am so very sorry for not reading your messages earlier in the week. I could have checked my email at the hotel, but I had resolved not to interrupt my vacation. That was stupid of me, I know, and I'm exceedingly apologetic. I only looked yesterday because I had heard a rumor from a fellow guest that there had been terrible flooding in Lower Biscuit, the town opposite my island. I have several good friends living there, so I wanted to check that they were safe. You'll be glad to know that the floods were actually in Upper Bucket, which is quite different. I'm very sorry, too, that my naughty little dragon has been behaving so badly. Were my instructions of no use at all? I was quite sure I had included the tip about the chocolate. Will you please apologize to your mother, too, about the mix up over hotels? I had been planning to stay at the Hotel Splendid, which is why your mother had that address and phone number. But upon arrival, I discovered that the chef, the famous Alphonse Mulberry, had quarreled with the owner and moved to an establishment in the next town along the coast. So I moved there too, and I'm glad that I did. His cooking is even more spectacular than I had remembered. For some reason, I don't appear to have your mother's email address, which is why I'm sending this to you. Please apologize to her on my behalf. I have bought her an enormous chunk of Roquefort as a present. I know how much she likes cheese. They're calling my flight. I better go and get online. I'll see you very soon. Lots of love from your affectionate and apologetic Uncle Morton. All right, we'll find out if he makes it back in time tomorrow.